Hello guys, how are you? In this video we are discussing the name of games that are absolutely legendary, so subscribe the channel before we start the name of top 10 games that are absolutely masterpiece. Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, MGSV, developed by Kojima Productions, is a groundbreaking entry in the acclaimed Metal Gear series, known for its innovation and Kojima's signature storytelling. Set in an open-world Afghanistan and Angola-Zaire border, the game puts players in the role of Big Boss, also known as Venom Snake, as he seeks revenge against those who wronged him and his allies, building the legendary mercenary group Diamond Dogs along the way. MGSV offers unparalleled freedom in its approach to stealth action gameplay, allowing players to customize tactics, weapons, and strategies to accomplish objectives in a non-linear fashion. The seamless open-world design, combined with realistic enemy AI, creates dynamic, unpredictable encounters that keep gameplay fresh. With a sophisticated day-night cycle, adaptive AI, and real-time weather systems, MGSV creates a living, breathing world that demands strategic thinking and experimentation. The game's narrative, though sparse in traditional cutscenes, is rich with complex themes around loyalty, betrayal, and the ethics of war. The attention to detail, cinematic presentation, and intricate mechanics make MGSV, The Phantom Pain, a masterclass in immersive, open-ended gameplay, solidifying its place as a pivotal title in gaming history. Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, developed by From Software, is a genre-defining action-adventure game that blends Japanese folklore with punishing combat and intricate storytelling. Players assume the role of Sekiro, a shinobi known as the Wolf, on a relentless mission to protect his young lord and seek revenge against those who have wronged him. Set in a stunningly crafted world inspired by Sengoku-era Japan, the game combines beauty with brutality, immersing players in a dangerous landscape filled with mythological creatures, rival samurai, and dark secrets. What sets Sekiro apart from other From Software titles is its innovative combat system, which centers on precise timing, parrying, and strategic use of a katana rather than a focus on traditional RPG mechanics. Instead of simply dealing damage, players must break enemies' posture to deliver devastating death blows, creating tense, high-stakes duels that reward patience and skill. The game's resurrection mechanic also adds a unique layer, allowing players a chance to return from death in strategic moments, further enhancing the game's suspense. With its challenging gameplay, breathtaking visuals, and minimalist yet impactful narrative, Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice is a standout title that rewards dedication and mastery, redefining what action games can achieve. It remains one of From Software's most celebrated and difficult titles, appealing to those seeking an intense, skill-based experience. Elden Ring, developed by From Software in collaboration with author George R.R. Martin, is widely celebrated as a modern gaming masterpiece. This action RPG combines the intricate, punishing combat From Software is known for with an expansive open world that fosters exploration and discovery. Players journey through the lands between, a realm filled with haunting beauty, mystery, and a sprawling lore that beckons deeper immersion. Unlike traditional open-world games, Elden Ring rewards curiosity rather than hand-holding players with endless quest markers. The game's world feels alive, with unpredictable threats and rewards around every corner, making every decision impactful. Its seamless blend of narrative, freedom, and challenge allows players to choose their path while gradually unraveling the dark mysteries of its world. In Elden Ring, From Software's intricate combat mechanics shine, allowing players to adapt their playstyle across a vast arsenal of weapons, spells, and abilities. The game's formidable bosses present both exhilarating and intimidating challenges that feel rewarding upon victory. The haunting soundtrack and striking visual design further elevate its experience, creating a game that's not only challenging but deeply atmospheric. With its high level of polish and innovation, Elden Ring stands as a testament to what modern RPGs can achieve. God of War 2018, developed by Santa Monica Studio, redefines the iconic franchise with a bold new direction, blending rich storytelling with intense, immersive gameplay. Set in the realm of Norse mythology, this game shifts focus to a more mature, introspective Kratos as he embarks on a deeply personal journey with his son, Atreus. Their quest to scatter the ashes of Kratos' late wife takes them through breathtaking landscapes and introduces them to a world brimming with mythological creatures, gods, and ancient mysteries. The game's third-person, over-the-shoulder camera immerses players in close-up, visceral combat that feels fresh and deeply satisfying. Kratos wields the powerful Leviathan axe, which adds new strategic depth and nuance to battles, demanding precise timing and skill. The game also explores the father-son dynamic, adding emotional weight to Kratos' legendary brutality as he learns to guide and protect Atreus. Narratively, God of War 2018 excels with a mature story that delves into themes of grief, redemption, and legacy, reshaping Kratos as a multidimensional character. This combination of stunning visuals, sophisticated storytelling, and refined mechanics has cemented God of War as one of the most influential games of its generation, earning it universal acclaim.
He's just under the waters.
Middle-earth, Shadow of Mordor, developed by Monolith Productions, is an action-adventure game that immerses players in J.R.R. Tolkien's iconic universe with a fresh, gritty twist. Set between the events of The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings, the game follows Talion, a ranger who, after losing his family, is resurrected and bound to the Wraith of Celebrimbor, an elven smith with a personal vendetta against Sauron. Together, they seek vengeance and liberation in the heart of Mordor. Shadow of Mordor is renowned for its innovative nemesis system, a dynamic AI framework that creates personal rivalries with enemy orcs. Each orc captain and war chief has a unique personality, strength, and weakness, adapting based on encounters with Talion. This system adds depth to the game's world, as defeated enemies remember past confrontations, creating unique foes that evolve over time, making every battle unpredictable and memorable. The game combines fluid, fast-paced combat reminiscent of the Batman Arkham series with a variety of stealth, archery, and parkour elements. Its open-world design is both hostile and immersive, giving players the freedom to explore, hunt, and conquer enemy strongholds across Mordor's haunting landscapes. By blending innovative gameplay with rich lore, Shadow of Mordor offers a unique experience that stands as a high point in both Tolkien-based games and the open-world genre. The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, developed by Nintendo, is a revolutionary entry in the iconic Zelda franchise, widely regarded as one of the greatest video games ever made. Released for the Nintendo Switch, the game redefines the action-adventure genre with its vast, open-world design, free-form exploration, and dynamic gameplay mechanics. Players control Link, the hero tasked with saving the Kingdom of Hyrule from the looming threat of Calamity Ganon. But this time, the game gives players unprecedented freedom to tackle challenges in any order and approach the world in their own way. One of the game's most groundbreaking features is its non-linear structure, which allows players to explore the expansive world of Hyrule at their own pace. From climbing mountains and solving environmental puzzles to discovering hidden secrets and crafting weapons, Breath of the Wild encourages creativity and experimentation. The dynamic weather system, real-time physics, and intricate stamina mechanics add layers of depth, making every decision, from how to approach an enemy to when to seek shelter, feel impactful. The game's stunning art direction, combined with its immersive sound design and emotional soundtrack, helps elevate the experience, while its minimalist narrative allows players to uncover the story at their own pace. Breath of the Wild reinvents the Zelda formula, embracing exploration, experimentation, and player agency, setting a new standard for open-world games and forever changing the landscape of gaming.
Run.
The Witcher 3: Wild Hunt, developed by CD Projekt Red, is an epic open-world RPG that is widely regarded as one of the greatest games ever made. Based on the book series by Andrzej Sapkowski, the game follows Geralt of Rivia, a monster hunter known as a Witcher, on a personal quest to find his adopted daughter, Ciri, who is being pursued by the mysterious and dangerous Wild Hunt. Set in a richly detailed world inspired by Slavic mythology, the game masterfully combines deep narrative storytelling with immersive, dynamic gameplay. One of The Witcher 3's greatest strengths is its vast, open world, which is brimming with life, from the war-torn landscapes of the northern kingdoms to the lush forests and swamps of Velen. Players can freely explore, uncovering hidden treasures, solving mysteries, and encountering diverse characters, each with their own compelling backstories and quests. The game is filled with rich side content that never feels like filler, from monster contracts to heart-wrenching side stories, ensuring that every moment spent in the world feels meaningful. The game's complex moral choices, branching narratives, and impactful dialogue systems make every decision significant, often blurring the lines between right and wrong. The combat system is fluid and strategic, combining swordplay with magic, known as signs, and alchemy to create a combat experience that's both challenging and satisfying. With its stunning visuals, atmospheric world building, and unforgettable characters, The Witcher 3: Wild Hunt is a monumental achievement in gaming, offering an expansive, deeply engaging experience that stays with players long after the credits roll. Resident Evil 4 Remake, developed by Capcom, is a stellar reimagining of the 2005 classic, masterfully blending modernized gameplay mechanics with the iconic horror and intensity of the original. This remake retains the essence of Leon S. Kennedy's harrowing mission to rescue the U.S. president's daughter, Ashley, from a sinister cult in a remote European village. With updated visuals, reworked environments, and enhanced character designs, the game immerses players in a terrifying yet beautifully detailed world. The remake elevates the gameplay experience by introducing an overhauled control scheme, improved camera angles, and refined combat mechanics that allow for greater flexibility and realism in encounters. Enemies are more intelligent and relentless, adapting to players' strategies and creating tense, unpredictable battles. The game also expands upon puzzles, exploration, and narrative depth, enhancing the story while adding fresh twists to surprise both new players and longtime fans. The atmosphere in Resident Evil 4 Remake is as haunting as ever, with eerie sound design and high-quality graphics that make every dark corner and hostile encounter more immersive. This remake not only respects the legacy of the original but also brings it into the modern era, reaffirming Resident Evil 4 as a defining entry in survival horror gaming.
Well, that was easier than I thought it'd be. They must be holed up somewhere else.
Well, that's not...
The Last of Us, developed by Naughty Dog, is a critically acclaimed action-adventure game that has redefined storytelling in video games. Set in a post-apocalyptic world ravaged by a deadly fungal infection, the story follows Joel, a hardened survivor, and Ellie, a young girl who may hold the key to humanity's survival. Their journey across a decimated United States explores themes of survival, love, sacrifice, and the moral ambiguities of human nature. The game's narrative depth is matched by its compelling gameplay, which combines stealth, resource management, and intense combat. Players must scavenge for supplies, craft weapons, and use strategy to confront both infected creatures and hostile human factions. The AI-driven enemies are intelligent and challenging, creating tense encounters that keep players on edge. Meanwhile, the environmental design brings a hauntingly beautiful realism to the ruined cities and overgrown landscapes, immersing players in a world both tragic and awe-inspiring. What makes The Last of Us a masterpiece is its character-driven story. The bond that develops between Joel and Ellie is rich with emotional nuance, making their struggle feel profoundly personal. Supported by stellar voice acting and a moving soundtrack, The Last of Us transcends typical gaming, offering an unforgettable experience that has resonated deeply with players around the world. Red Dead Redemption 2, developed by Rockstar Games, is a masterpiece of open-world gaming, praised for its unmatched realism, storytelling, and depth. Set in 1899, it follows Arthur Morgan, an outlaw and key member of the Van der Linde gang, who grapples with loyalty, survival, and his own search for redemption in a rapidly modernizing America. As Arthur navigates the declining Wild West, he faces moral dilemmas that make his story one of the most memorable in gaming. The world of Red Dead Redemption 2 is staggeringly immersive, with dynamic weather, realistic animal ecosystems, and towns that feel alive with activity. Every character, from gang members to strangers met on the road, is richly detailed and reacts authentically to Arthur's actions. The game emphasizes player choice, allowing unique story outcomes based on interactions, decisions, and Arthur's evolving morality. Rockstar's meticulous attention to detail extends to gameplay, blending intense shootouts, cinematic horseback chases, and a complex honor system that tracks the player's reputation. Stunning visuals, a haunting soundtrack, and a narrative that explores the human cost of a fading era make Red Dead Redemption 2 a landmark in storytelling and technical achievement.